What's up, guys? Welcome into this first edition of our sports podcast. My name is Gunnar, and joined by my co-host Terrence Harris. How are you today,
Up,
Terrence?
everybody? How you doing, Gunner?
Doing good, dude. Doing
Excited
good.
to get going, man.
I know, dude. Football actually started last Saturday. A little bit late on the AP poll reactions, but here we are after a few games of the season. Yeah, but just a little bit about myself. I go to Auburn University, obviously. Sophomore, studying sports journalism. Love sports, love writing. Want to be a sports writer, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, love college football, love college basketball, love Auburn, I guess. I don't know. That's me though. How about you, Terrence?
Yeah, my name is Terence. I'm a sophomore at the University of South Carolina studying broadcast journalism, and I just want to be on TV, honestly. Calling sports games is hopefully where this will lead to. Maybe not this, but hopefully at some point I will be calling sports games. But I'm excited to get into this first episode, man. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time. It's been in the works for what, like a few years maybe.
Yeah, probably
Yeah, I kind of tried a few years ago, but
didn't
you know,
work.
as most podcasts do, they didn't kind of fall through. But
Yeah,
now we're
man.
back up, you know,
Ready
in
to go.
college now back for our sophomore years. Might as well just get it rolling.
Exactly. No better time than the
So
present.
there you go. So the first topic, I guess you could say, that we're going to dive into is the AP poll that was released, what, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Something
somewhere
like
around
that.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. So if you pull that up,
Of course,
hey,
man.
there we go. That was fast. Um, I guess we're just gonna like just like go through and share our thoughts and reactions or opinions or whatever on each team.
Yeah.
Um, I guess just top five first. Number one is the Texas Longhorns. No surprise there, really. A lot of hype around Arch Manning. I'm not sure if I'm bought into it just yet. Um, so what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Texas is like probably one of the most talented teams out there. You have Colin Simmons coming back, sophomore off the edge, easily one of the best defensive players in the country, and a team that lost some production but still will be good. Again, I'm with you. I don't know about Arch Manning yet. I think he's got potential, but potential doesn't mean anything.
I mean, his last name is Manning, and that's like a large reason for all of the hype, which I understand it. I mean, it is Manning at the end of the day, but I haven't seen enough to like, you know what I mean, be like, oh, like Heisman winner for sure, you know? But
Exactly. I
so
agree.
I think he could be that, but I just have to see it first to believe it, and then I'll buy in.
Yeah.
Number two is Penn State, three Ohio State, four is Clemson, five is Georgia. I wish Ohio State was number two, so we get a top two matchup in week
Big
one.
whiff.
I mean, that's all right. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Ohio State should have been number two. I don't see how you can see that production. I think Penn State's number two because they have a quarterback coming back and they know what they're going to get out of Drew Aller. And we don't know what we're going to get out of Julian Sayin, I believe is Ohio State starter. But
Saying, yeah,
you have, in my opinion, the two best players in the country in Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs. So I think they will be fine. They just got to and they lost Quinshon Judkins, Trayvon Henderson. But if Julian Sand steps up, I don't see why Ohio State can't be back where they were last year.
for sure, for sure.
And Clemson, we don't like them around here. Or
I think
Georgia
Clemson should
for
be
a
a bit
fact.
higher. I mean, it's kind of hard to like, I guess have them above Ohio State, but I think that they're like super talented. Obviously, Peter Woods, Parker on the defensive line, and then Kate Klubnik, obviously, an elite quarterback,
Yeah. And I mean, I'll agree with you on that. I
massive
think
step last year.
me
Yeah,
personally, I don't see how Clemson isn't like number two. They have the best, in my opinion, as of right now, the best slash most proven quarterback. They have a top three wide receiver room that is still really young and still developing. And like you said, their defense is elite. They also have Sammy Brown in the linebacker room. Like they're literally only going to continue to get better. Not to mention they play in a conference that favors them a lot in like every single game that they play, except for week one, obviously, and week 12 or 14.
yeah. Georgia, five. I'm okay with
For
that.
Georgia, they have all the talent in the world, but like the
Yeah,
thing we're going to talk about for a lot of these teams, it's the quarterback position.
yeah,
How well are these quarterbacks that have either never played or have played very limited, how well are they going to come into an offense in a big time conference and produce? Especially given Georgia's receivers compared to years past, in my opinion, are not what they've been in some of their previous years.
right. Yeah, no. Gunnar Stockton, obviously not experienced as
Yeah.
most guys are. It'll be tough. I guess I will just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Notre Dame just named their starting quarterback at 6. I think it's CJ
TJ
Carr,
Carr. Yep.
right? Yeah. Is he a
Transfer
redshirt
from
freshman?
somewhere. Oh, is he a true freshman? They have a
True
transfer that
freshman.
they got. He's true freshman, maybe.
Yeah. I saw Jeremiah Love, of course. Right.
Best beat. Probably, I mean, in my opinion, he's the best running back in the country, or at least like top two.
No,
I
yeah.
like Singleton and Allen at Penn State, though.
Yeah, for sure. And then Oregon 7, Alabama 8, 9 LSU, 10 Miami. And then I guess Arizona State at 11, the Illini of Illinois at 12.
Mm.
I don't know about that one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not bought into Illinois. A lot of hype going into the offseason.
I think again, I think
I
same
don't
thing
know.
with the Penn State kind of people. It's the guys with the returning quarterbacks because so many of these teams have unproven quarterbacks. Oregon, I believe, is going to run no, not Dante Moore. Dante Moore?
Yeah, Dante Moore, yeah.
Dante Moore. Malachi Nelson was the other guy, but he's at some lower school. But they're going to run Dante Moore out. He's young, hasn't played a lot. Bama, young quarterback, hasn't played like not nearly as much as a lot of these other guys. LSU has Garrett Nussmeier. So like in my opinion, is a top three quarterback. At worst, like a
For
top
sure.
five guy. Carson Beck, who knows what we're gonna see out of him? He could play great. He could play like he's never played football before.
No, for sure. Then we have your South Carolina Gamecocks at number
Oh wait,
13.
this is the Bears jersey, but right there, we're good.
Lenore Sellers, obviously,
Goat.
a
Let go.
pregame, a preseason hype.
This is a guy, Lenore Styles. I think he has potential to be so good. And at the end of the season, he was really good. But I think people, until I see his passing improve, I still think you have to err on the side of caution because his running ability will always be there, which is perfect because that'll help at any level. But I think he'll take the next step as a quarterback passing the ball. But if he doesn't, it's going to be put a lot more pressure on a defense that lost like almost all their starters. We returned one starting D lineman. We lost all of our starting linebackers. We lost one of the best DBs in the country. Lost two actually. So, it's a lot of guys that have to step up and play their role on defense and on offense. You just need guys to develop and to fully take that next step in whatever their respective areas, whether it's Nick Harbor fully breaking out or Sellers continuing to develop as a passer. Still haven't heard anything on the Rasul Fajan situation, which I think is crazy because it seems like the Diego
Really
Pop
weird.
ruling, but of course it's South Carolina, so they would never do anything quickly for us.
14 Michigan, Bryce Underwood, a true freshman quarterback making his first start,
Their defense will always be there, though. As long as their defense stays, they're going to need him to help let him grow into the game a little bit. But they've beaten Ohio State, what, like 4 straight years?
something like
I
that.
mean, as an Ohio State fan, even though you won a natty, bro, you have to be kind of sick to your stomach because you can't even
Oh,
beat your,
yeah.
your most hated rival.
That's super interesting. 15 Florida, DJ Lagway. I'm personally a huge fan of him. I saw him at SEC Media Days, and he's like honestly just like awesome to talk to. He's a great young man, and if he stays healthy,
Yeah, big asterisk.
big if he stays healthy and not healthy, he could be a real weapon for the Florida Gators.
I agree. I think he's got potential. I think if everyone plays up to their most potential, I see no reason Sellers and Lagaway aren't the two best quarterbacks in the country. Lagaway can run, and I think he
Country,
has
not
one of the
wow,
prettiest deep balls in the country. So I think that he has insane potential to grow. And then Jaden Ball, I believe, is their running back. I like him. I like his game a lot. But I think Florida could be a sneaky good team.
no, definitely. The SMU Mustangs at number
What are we doing?
16.
What are we doing, guys? They play in the ACC. They only made it because they play in the ACC. Don't get me wrong. I think Kevin Jennings is good. I think they have solid players. I like Rhett Lashley, but I don't think 16 is right for them. I think they should be like 22, 23 range.
Yeah, I read last year. I actually like him. He was
I
he was
like him too. Don't get me
OC
wrong.
at Auburn a few years ago. If Hugh Freeze gets fired, which I don't think he will, but if he does, we should call Brett Lashley, man. I love that guy actually. Number 17, Kansas State, who just took a 24-21 L against Iowa State
Weird game.
yesterday in Dublin. Really weird game, sloppy game, a lot of turnovers. It was just weird. And then his dad and I guess whoever it was, like,
Brother, I think maybe. Yeah.
got to a fight in the street after the game. So just like a double L there for um him. And yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think this is a sloppy game. I think their defense did pretty good to keep them in it. But I think at the end of the day, Rocco Beck just outplayed Avery Johnson passing the ball. That's simply the end all be all on it. Is in a rainy game, you're gonna run the football. Both teams were struggling at times to run. So which quarterback, when they have to throw the ball, is gonna throw the ball better? And it just wasn't Avery Johnson.
No, yeah. And it's like not like I'm just not a fan of the Ireland game.
Not
I
the
just
kickoff
don't
the
like it,
season.
man. I mean, that's our thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It should be played on our soil, not, in somewhere like weird, like dreary country, which I guess Ireland's nice. I don't know. I've never been there before, but it's an American game.
Yeah,
So it should
let's
be
be
played
real.
on our soil on a college campus, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, it's kind of cool, but like not really.
I think it's better as like a middle of the season game, not like a begin. You can't start off the college football season not in the
In
US.
Dublin, Ireland, man, like I should be somewhere in like Manhattan, Kansas or something.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's literally perfect.
Or in the great city of Ames, Iowa. You know what I mean? Who doesn't love a good Ames, Iowa game, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the Oklahoma Sooners at 18, John Mateer, Ott at running back, obviously. Um, so a stacked backfield if I can stay healthy at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just simply a matter of how well can John Mateer adjust to the SEC ball. I mean, I think that's literally the end all be all for them.
No, for
Their
sure.
defense will probably be good, but other than that, I think Mateer's gonna have to carry him.
Texas A&M at 19, Marcel Reed, Indiana at 20, and Ole Miss 21, 22 Iowa State, Texas Tech at 23. Guess he's not here anymore. Tennessee at 24, and Boise State at 25.
My bad, bro. Sorry. Roommate stuff. A&M, Marcel Reed, name of the game. How well does Marcel Reed develop after playing but not starting the whole season, obviously?
Yeah.
Simple thing. Indiana, assuming they play the same schedule as last year, which I believe they do, easy schedule. Shouldn't have been in last year. Another story for another day. How do they take that next step and prove that even though they didn't play well in the playoffs, prove that they can be a playoff team this year, even with a weaker strength of schedule, which the playoff committee already said they're going to try and fix? Ole Miss, again, like the theme for 90% of these other teams, how well does their quarterback who has either not played a lot or played or not played at all step into that next role? I believe it's Austin Simmons, I want to say. Lefty played against
Yep,
Georgia.
Simmons.
Played pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to see him take the next step. Iowa State, obviously, they just played Kansas State. Rocco Beck. I mean, what more can you want from the guy? In a rainy game, he came out there. He played good when he needed to, got his team the win. Texas Tech, not gonna lie, haven't seen a ton about Texas Tech. I know they were involved with Micah Hudson, but I think he went to A&M, got released for some reason. It's weird. Tennessee, obviously one of the weirdest situations of the offseason with Nico leaving and getting Joey Aguilar, who's going to be their starter. So we'll just have to see how they go. They lost Dylan Sampson, big loss in my opinion. I think he had over 20 touchdowns last year. You don't easily replace that. And then Boise State, I don't think they should be in, but I think they're in because out of all the group of five teams, who else can you put in there? Like, yeah, I think they got carried by Ashton Genty, but you can't really put anyone else in.
I agree. This guy knows ball.
Thanks.
That's a lot of top 25 ball. All right,
My
guys, this is our first edition of the podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned in for just all of our upcoming content, I guess. And yeah, it should be a fun ride on the season and I guess into basketball too as well, since we'll be doing that. So
bad.
yeah, subscribe, just
Twitter.
yes, Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
I'm
I
gonna drop
love
the Instas in the description. Y'all follow that up too.
dude, yeah. All right. See you later.
Peace.